Hey everyone, it's Luna's Fitness here, and today I'm so excited to be sharing with you my Hourglass body plan. If you are already acquainted with my content, then you will know that my 2-week flat stomach plan was a great success and I got amazing results from it, and so did my followers. So if you're interested in deep loading and essentially shrinking your waist quickly, then I would recommend checking that out. But now I'm doing an hourglass body plan, which is where I really focus on sort of trying to contort body proportions, creating the look of a smaller waist and maybe wider hips. Before we get into this video, I just want to say that there are many determining factors to how your body appears, and you cannot completely contort and change your body. Like, you're not gonna get like a BBL and liposuction at home, but you can actually make a significant difference to the way your body looks through doing things yourself and through consistency and through diet, and this is what I want to share with you guys. So obviously things may work out differently for me because I might have a genetic predisposition. Maybe my body looks like that a bit more naturally, but if you have seen my results, then you'll know I have actually made a really significant difference in the way that my body appears. So it is totally doable to make massive changes to your appearance with consistency and research. And that is why for the past half year, I have been researching methods to be able to create plans that can help you achieve your body goals and be more confident in your appearance. So yeah, I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. I'm not claiming to be able to change your bone structure or give you like a complete body transformation, but I can promise you that if you do follow my steps, then you will see significant change in the way your body looks. Okay, so let's have a look. So this was me before, and this was me after. This was me a long time ago, and then this was me obviously after the 2-week flat stomach plan, but also when I was doing my hip dip and leg workouts, which I've now combined together to create my hourglass body plan. So yeah, my stomach to hip ratio was a lot less, what's the term? There wasn't as much contrast. Now it's very evident that my like waist is much smaller than my hips, and that is basically what this is what I'm going to be teaching you how I did that. Okay, so the main thing that really helped was losing weight and changing my body fat percentage, which is something that anyone can do at home, and it costs no money to do. It's actually cheaper to lose weight than to gain it if you think about it, because you're not having to buy excess food. So my main tip is lose weight. This is what's going to cause the most drastic transformation in your appearance. When I lost weight, as you can see, I'm clearly at a bigger weight here than I am here. I lost a lot of weight off the sides of my stomach, and that helped to create the appearance that I wanted. You cannot what's the term, like spot reduce fat. So you can't be like, oh, I'm only gonna lose fat on my stomach, but then I'm not gonna lose fat here. No, that's not how it works. But if you do lose weight overall, then the appearance of a smaller waist is gonna come naturally, and it's gonna be a very drastic change. If you want to know what your deficit needs to be, then I really recommend using the app called Fat Calc, I think, or the website. I'll link it down below, but essentially you just put in your weight, your height, all your measurements, and then it will calculate the correct deficit for you. And it also tells you like how long it will take to get there. I really love it. And then you can also use ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT all your measurements, your goals, and it will create a plan for you. So whilst doing this plan, I would recommend being in a calorie deficit until you achieve your goal weight, because that is going to create such a drastic change. If you want to know more about weight loss and how to stay consistent, you can look at my transformation video, and I really go into depth on how I was able to lose weight. But my main tips are: 1, never go below 1,200. If you undereat, it's terrible for you, and you are also going to relapse really quickly and just like gain everything back. So not only is it illogical, but it's also so bad for your health. Do not get into it. It's a very toxic place to be, so don't do that. Number 2, steps are so important. So I try to get in 7 to 10K every single day, and I would highly recommend this for anyone because you can burn about like 400 calories a day really easily just through steps. I just put on my music and then I just go for a walk every morning. So steps and 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Drinking, you can essentially not really be in a calorie deficit without having a lot of water. I mean, you can technically, but it's gonna make it so much harder. Yeah, have water. Okay, so now let's get into the specifics of how you can create that shape. So smaller waist and larger hips. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is build your glutes. Now, building your glutes at home without weight and being in a calorie, what's the term, surplus, is actually very difficult. So I don't really focus on this as much. I really do focus on toning the stomach because that's what really creates the biggest difference and is also the easiest to do at home. So building your glutes, it is going to make a difference when you do it at home, definitely, but it's not going to be like super significant. But again, it really does help to create that sort of like illusion. So you want to train the medius and minimus muscles in your glutes and your outer thighs. And you can do this through sumo squats, hip thrusts, and side leg raises. These are all in my daily workout plan. So the first exercise you're going to want to do in my plan is the hip dip workout, which is what helped me see significant change in the appearance of my hips. And I just want to add, you're not actually changing your hips because hip dips, it's just bone. So that's like genetic. But what you're doing is like you're creating an illusion by training the muscles surrounding it. But the outcome is essentially the same. So I don't really know if it matters that much. Okay, so the part that is most important to me personally, because this is the part that really can change the look, is shrinking your waist through exercise. So I have created lymphatic drainage and stomach workout routine, which target the TVA muscles, and stomach bloating, which is, the TVA muscle is essentially the inner corset, so it really helps you get that like sort of cinched look. And then lymphatic drainage helps to like drain out any excess like fluid or things that may make you look more bloated. So what I recommend is you get to a low body fat percentage, and then, or you get to a low body fat percentage through doing my exercises and dieting. And then once you get to your goal, your weight loss goal, sorry, you can then continue to use my workouts to really help tone. Because when I lost like 13 pounds, my waist still did oh my God, can I speak? appear bloated because I was essentially not working out the muscles. So lymphatic drainage and working out your stomach muscles are so important, and that's what's going to get that like cinch look, as well as a low body fat percentage, because then you're basically eradicating like excess fat and excess bloating. So that is the most important step. So I recommend doing my stomach workouts twice a day and my lymphatic drainage routine twice a day. The next part of my plan, and is something that isn't spoken about a lot, is posture. But posture can help so much with the way your body appears. When you have good posture, your shoulders naturally appear broader, which then creates the illusion of a smaller waist. If I'm like this, there isn't much difference here. But when I'm like this, as you can see, it literally creates a difference so quickly. So working on your posture to make sure that it's always, that your shoulders are always raised and that your stomach is always supported by good back and shoulder posture is so important. And I love this because it's just like a quick fix that you can do. You can just like do this in 2 seconds, but what's important is keeping it up consistently. I honestly found that fixing my posture was so hard, and it did take quite a few months to really master, but it just means that it's gonna give you that like seamless and like your like look, and that your like waist is always going to appear smaller because of the proportions. And you do this repeatedly, and this really helps with bloating and posture and just overall the appearance of one's waist. So I really hope this plan was helpful for you guys. I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown, a synopsis, an overview of everything that I've spoken about, and then hopefully you guys can try this out for yourselves and tell me, how it works out for you. So if I was you, this is how I would do it. The first thing you're going to do is get into a calorie deficit. You're going to get to your goal body weight and lose the weight necessary to losing any excess fat that can create the appearance of a wider waist to hip ratio. Now, everyone's deficit is different. Mine, I was only in one for 2 months because I didn't have too much weight to lose, but other people might be in a different position. It may take you 3 months, 4 months, whatever. But if you are consistent with your deficit and you take all the tips, then this is gonna be what helps the most. Whilst you're in your deficit, I want you to be doing these exercises that I've recommended in my video, because that's what's gonna help you to build that shape as you're losing weight. I wouldn't recommend waiting till after to do it, because it's just gonna create more work for you and slower results. Then you are going to use my hip dip and inner thigh workout, which is going to help to create the appearance of larger hips and then a smaller waist to hip ratio. And then you're going to use that as well as my flat stomach workout, and my lymphatic drainage workout, and my stomach vacuums, which I will be trying to upload tomorrow. And then the last thing that you can literally start today is posture. And posture is going to make such a big difference to the appearance. Through my research, I have found that these are the best and only ways you can create or sort of contort your body to achieve a more hourglass figure safely and holistically. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, if you do follow these steps correctly, you can achieve results as drastic as I have. I'm honestly so proud of these. But yeah, if you want more tips for my diet and just like all my secret magic weight loss tips, then I'd really recommend checking out my other videos and my Patreon, where I post every single thing I did, my exact diet, everything that worked for me. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Please comment down below more video ideas. I have a lot more time recently to film videos, so I can actually upload a lot more, which I'm really excited to do. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching, and let me know how this goes for you.